Hello everyone, it's Leah, and today I'm dyeing my hair, which I know I said I was not going to be doing for a while, and that my purple hair dyeing and my head shaving video were probably the last hair related videos you're going to be seeing for a while. Oops, I lied. Listen, I've had brown hair since December, and while I'm really loving this short cut on me, I'm bored. I need some color in my life. So I'm dyeing my hair and I am using XMondo's limited edition purple and pink shift color. Purple and pink shift, that sounds exciting. Stay tuned and I'll tell you some more about it. This honestly felt like fate because the past 2 or 3 weeks I had been daydreaming about dyeing my hair while I was in Kentucky shooting my next feature, The Boy From Below, and I couldn't decide. I was like pink or purple, pink or purple. Pink hair, I absolutely love how it looks on me, but I always find that it is just like a little bit too bright, and after a day or two, I get a little over it. And then purple, I've had purple hair before. I think the shade I used was a little bit too dark for me, and in addition to that, my hair was so damaged at that point that I didn't really get to enjoy it as much as I would have liked to. So lo and behold, I returned from Kentucky with a cute little package waiting for me on my doorstep, and it was these 3 limited edition XMondo shades, and I dropped it. I have to go get it. Sorry, be right back. And one of those shades was this pink and purple shift. It feels like fate, so obviously I had to dye my hair. And I'm also very excited to try out XMondo. I'm a huge fan of Brad Mondo. I watch his hairdresser react videos religiously. I've been roasted in 2 of them, my little claim to fame. And besides that, I've never seen shades like this before. To read off of the XMondo website, this limited edition shade shift color harnesses the power of light, responding dynamically to the surroundings and revealing an ever-changing palette of mesmerizing hues. Experience the magic and embark on a color transformation like never before. So I've seen nail polish shades like this before. I've never seen hair dye like this. My assumption is depending on how much light is hitting your hair will depend on how the shade picks up. I'm assuming in the low light it'll be purple and in a brighter light it will be pink. So besides this pink and purple shift, which looks so pretty when you open up the container, these colors also come in red and pink shift. That's one I will be saving for a cosplay that I'm going to be working on later in the year. Drop a comment down below if you have a guess as to what cosplay could be a character that has sort of like a pinky red hair. And the 3rd shade is blue and purple shift. If all goes well with purple and pink today, I can definitely see myself using this in the future. But before we can put this beautiful color on my hair, we gotta bleach it, which is always where things get crazy. I'm out of one of the products that I need for that, so I'm going to run over to Sally's Beauty and I will meet you in the bathroom and we'll get to dyeing my hair. See you in a bit. I am back from Sally's. I'm in the bathroom. I'm in my typical dye clothes and I'm ready to get started. First, I'm going to go through all the products I'm using and the process. Starting as always with L'Oreal Quick Blue Powder Bleach, which I'm going to mix with a 30 volume developer. This one is almost empty, so I have this one as a backup if I need it. So step 1. Step 1 is the step I'm the most nervous about. Bleaching is usually the step I'm nervous about. But you might think, it's gotta be so much easier now that I don't have a lot of hair. Well, your girl has gray hair, and it's a lot more noticeable now that my hair is this short, and it usually doesn't really bother me, but because I was just filming a movie where I was supposed to play 27-year-old, I decided to dye my hair before I left to cover up the grays. Luckily, I've learned a little bit in the past few years about hair dyeing from Brad Mondo, the secret star of this video, since it is his hair product that we're going to be using. And I learned from watching his videos not to use permanent hair color on my hair. So I used this demi-permanent dark brown hair dye from Ion, which will definitely be easier to lift out of my hair than a permanent color, but I'm still a little nervous about putting the bleach all over my hair at the same time. I have about an inch, maybe a little bit longer of growth right now. I don't know how much root I have and how much dyed hair that I have, but I'm kind of thinking the best thing maybe to do is just to like brush the bleach onto my ends like this. And then, I don't know, please, I know you're already critiquing my process. I know. Really like avoiding the deep root. See how it's processing and then go in a little bit heavier with the bleach on the roots. I'm not a professional. I make it up as I go along and I usually get pretty decent results. Moving on to step 2, which is a step I normally skip, but since I really want to give the XMondo product the best palette to work with, this time I will not be skipping that step, and that step is toning. And that's what I had to go pick up from Sally's. It is a Wella brand toner in the shade T69, nice. And I'm going to mix that with this level 10 developer. So I just need to get my hair to a nice pale yellow color, put this toner on top, and it will take out all of the yellows. The reason I usually skip this step, besides being lazy, is because if I'm working with a color that already has yellow in it, like green for example, which is made by combining blue and yellow, I don't need to take those yellow tones out because it's not going to affect the shade that I'm using in any way. I also had my hair orange for a long time, same sort of reason, that is red and yellow combined. Didn't feel like I needed to take the yellow tones out. But since we're working with a purple and yellow and purple actually neutralize each other, I'm going to use a toner, get all those yellow tones out so that the purple that I'm using has ample opportunity to shine. And the last step is of course the XMondo purple and pink shift. That's the easiest step. I feel like with the 3 steps, it goes from hardest to easiest. So let's get the hardest step out of the way. I cannot find my comb, so I'm mixing this with my fingers. I definitely think I mixed too much. I forgot I don't have any hair anymore, but I'd rather have more rather than less. Nice. Let's get to it. I truly don't know how to approach this. I think I'm just gonna brush it on. I think I can do this in like 5 minutes and then we'll go back in and we'll like really get the roots. I know how to mess up bleaching long hair. Let's see how I can mess up bleaching short hair. I've never had hair this short before, so learning experience. I know some of you are cringing watching me do this right now, and I apologize. But if I make my short hair splotchy, there really is no hope for me if I come out with any spots. Spotting is not what I'm worried about. It's hot roots. That's what I'm worried about. I'm just gonna keep a very close eye on this. Make sure it's all lifting evenly. I know I'm missing the whole back. Can you have hot roots when your whole head is roots? I mean, this is like not totally just root. It's a bit of growth and hair dye. This looks crazy. I mean, at this point, I don't think there's any avoiding the root. When I had long hair, dyeing my hair was like a whole day affair, but this is so quick. The application process is like nothing. This is great. And then the drying time in between, because each time I need to wet my hair and then it's gotta dry, it's gonna be so much easier. Wow. Like I'm already covered. I didn't even have to do a time lapse. I had enough things to say to not warrant a time lapse. Though I'm definitely missing spots in the back. Oh my God, this is gonna look so cool. All right, let's keep an eye on it then. Honestly, if the ends are a little darker because of the hair dye, I'll just shave it a little bit shorter. That's fine. Yeah, because at this point there was no avoiding the roots. This is, I mean, we're saturated. We're covered, baby. It doesn't look like it in the camera. I'm seeing that now, so don't be coming for me, Mr. Mondo. In person, it looks hella saturated. No spots will be seen in the making of this hairdo. So before it dried, I was skeptical. It probably could be even lighter. Like, I don't know if it's light enough for this toner, but this is usually the point where the other girlies in the video will be like, oh well, good enough, let's move on. And then Brad freaks out that it's not gonna work, and then it all works. So that's what I'm gonna do. Oh well, good enough, let's move on. Well, I'm gonna leave this toner on for however long it says to. I didn't look yet. And hopefully we come back. I've got a nice, cool, even, pale hair color. Also, this mohawk I just gave myself is a look. Actually, if it comes out nice and even the way I'm hoping it comes out, I probably won't return here. I'll probably be doing a little photo shoot in my living room, and then I will get back to dyeing my hair. It actually looks very yellow in this lighting, and I don't understand why, because despite what I'm seeing on there, what I'm seeing here is showing me we have a great palette to put this color on top of it. Ah, it's so pretty. Let's get started. This is probably a good time for me to mention I'm a little skeptical of this product, to be completely honest. I'm not really sure if I'm confident if it's gonna work or not, but I'm still willing to give it a try. Even if it doesn't work, this is a really pretty purple I'm putting on right now, and if that's all we get, that's all we get. But I am hoping in the light and the dark we see some differences. Some nice purple, some nice pink. Okay, actually, I feel like I have to take back what I just said, because I feel like even when I'm putting it on and I'm changing the angle of my head, I'm seeing it more purple, seeing it more pink, depending on how the light is hitting it. So, ooh, color me impressed. Well, color me pink and purple shift. But color me impressed. I kind of take back everything I said, and I'm more confident now. Also, something I have to say about XMondo Color that I love is the container that it comes in. A lot of these hair dyes will come in these like teeny tiny little containers that you can't scoop your whole hand into. This makes application so much easier. The XMondo Colors also have a bond booster in them, so I know it is strengthening my hair while it is depositing color, which is good because after that bleach, it did not feel good at all. And I could use some bond booster. Oh my God, the more this is sitting on my hair, the more I am dying to see it. I'm going to now check the back, make sure the color is deposited evenly everywhere, making sure I'm very thorough, and I will check back with you after I wash it out. Hopefully we're not in the bathroom. Hopefully we are back in the living room doing another cool photo shoot. Only time will tell. Well, you did not expect I was going to have such a successful outcome, did you, Brad? Honestly, neither did I, but I am thoroughly impressed with this product and how vibrant it is for being more of a pastel color, for not being over a level 10 bleached head. I would say my hair was at a level 9, but looking at the color guide that they provide on the XMondo website, I think that my hair came out much more vibrant than it says that a level 9 would. So you guys are underselling yourself. I definitely did not get my hair as light as I wanted it to. I don't think I picked the right toner either. It definitely got out all the yellow tones, even though my camera was being weird with the way it was showing the shade. And yet the purple and the pink look amazing. They are definitely doing the shift that was promised. And I played around a little bit with lower lighting versus brighter lighting just to see how the pink and purple show up. It isn't really a cut and dry. When you're in low lighting, it's purple. When you're in bright lighting, it's pink. It's kind of always shifting between the two shades. As I'm turning my head, I just feel like the hue is constantly changing with the way that the light is picking it up, and it's really dynamic. It's super beautiful, very pigmented, and I'm so happy with it. And if you're an amateur like me and you're terrible at bleaching your hair, I've now learned that XMondo Color will cover up those mistakes, which is great to know. I said it before, I'll say it again, I have never seen a color like this. It really has impressed me beyond my expectations, and I'm really itching to get to try out the other colors. If you want to try out these limited edition XMondo Color shifting shades, the link will be in the description so you can pick up some of your own, and let me know in the comments which of the other two colors you want me to try next. Either the red and pink shift or the blue and purple shift. Though I'm thinking red and pink because I said earlier I've got a cosplay that I think would fit that color. So once my hair gets a little bit longer, that is probably what you can expect. Sorry, I'm getting very mesmerized looking in the viewfinder and like watching the color change as I move my head. It's very, very cool. Well, thank you so much for coming along for another hair dye video. I guess I can't promise that there won't be more hair dye videos coming up because, I mean, once you get bit with the hair dye bug, it's really, really hard to shake it. 4 months was a really long time not dyeing my hair. We'll see how long this color will stick before I'm itching to dye it again. So if you're interested in hair dye content or cosplay, horror, sci-fi, anime content, make sure you subscribe and turn on the notifications so you don't miss an upload. And thank you so much to my platinum tier patrons, Yutaka Tamanaha, Lars Baker, Brett Moraski, and Dale. I appreciate your support. My name is Leah, and I'll see you soon. Peace out.
Let it go. 얼어붙어 like whoa. 띵하고 어지러워. I see. 한여름에도 난 겨울. Yeah, girl, you cold blood. Yeah, 너와 있을 때 I swear. 제가 먼저 zero 폭설한 그 children. 꿈에도 I wasn't dumb. 나만 빼고 넌 모두에게 참 친절해. 배신감이 들어 단판이 돼도 머릿속을